Hey everyone. So I remember that question that God asked me, and He simply said this. He said, "And how is your type working for you?" And when He said that, it wasn't a question of shame or to embarrass me. It was a genuine heart question. Like, Davina, look at your life. You're 45. Not that God was rubbing my age in my face. He's like, the choices that you have been making, where have they got you? What fruit do you have? And when I seriously stopped and I looked at myself and I was like, no, they've got me nowhere, Lord. My choices, my type have got me nowhere, except to a place where it's like, I don't have any confidence. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. It's not good. And it was in that I felt like God was saying to me, I'm going to need you to trust me. Do you trust me? And this brings me back to what He said to me when He gave me that verse out of Isaiah 58, verse 12. And it said, the Lord will guide you continually and satisfy your drought and will satisfy your soul. And He said, do you believe that I'm able to satisfy you even in drought? And I said, Lord, I don't even know what that means, but yeah. And He said, okay then, well, trust me. That was the day I handed over my love life to God, and I said, I'm done. If you don't bring me my husband, I guess I'm going to be single for the rest of my days. And here we were. Kevin had come all the way over from America and to see me, and God was asking me the same question. Will you let go of your destructive patterns and ideas and ideologies of what you think a relationship should look like and what you think your husband should look like and be for who I have for you? Will you just do that? And in that, I let down my guard. I said, okay, Lord, I trust you. I don't know who this man is, but I trust you. And how many of us ladies have been, I don't know, we've been informed by society to think a certain way concerning what marriage is, what marriage should look like, what our relationship should look like, what our husband should be. In my mind, I was thinking, this guy needs to be tall. I mean, I'm only 5 foot myself, the audacity. He needs to be tall. He needs to be broad-shouldered. Like he needs to look a certain way. And God was like, that's all superficial. You know that's all superficial, right? Because He said, I'm not looking at all of that stuff. I'm looking at the heart. And Kevin, I have to say, he has a heart after God. And in him, there is safety. In him, there is safety. And that's the one thing that I realized, that I was judging everything about Kevin based on what I thought I knew. And it was coming from a place where my heart was damaged. I didn't know what it was to be loved by somebody else. I didn't know what it was like to be safe in somebody else. I didn't know what it was like to genuinely hand my heart over to somebody and not have them crush it. I'd never experienced that. And so when Kevin was providing that for me, I didn't know if that was a safe place. So literally when he asked me to marry him, I hadn't got there yet. I only just met him in person 2 days before. I'm like, I can't just give you me. And even though I know I've been talking to you for 2 months and you haven't exhibited anything to have me doubt or question, I still don't know. And so therefore, I'm going to ensure that I keep my heart safe, because I don't know if you're a safe person to keep my heart with. And God was showing me that that is not how you're going to move forward in love, Davina. And if you do that, that's nothing more than self-preservation. And self-preservation becomes a prison. And you don't want to imprison yourself in that place. So,
Yeah, that's cool. And while all this is going on, I didn't know about a type that Davina had in her mind or what she wanted. As
what I
far
thought
as,
I wanted.
yeah, as far as her mate and things like that. Um, I just I just I just came over knowing that this is who I want to be with. Now I already know I'm not this 6'2" tall, dark and lovely, handsome guy. broad shoulders, work out in the gym 70 hours a week and all this other stuff. No, I'm not him. I'm not him. I'm like the David guy, the scrawny one way back in there, tending to the lamb, having conversations with the Lord and beating up lions and bears and tigers.
Oh my.
That's what I'm back. That's what I'm doing. I'm up there killing them and I'm protecting the sheep, what God has his heart set out to protect. So I have a heart of protection. I have a heart of a real, like a warrior who's willing to go to battle with the Lord. Ladies, what she's saying is, if you do have a type of guy that you're attracted to, the Lord will bring you that attraction. If that's your husband, that the broad shoulder, the big, he will bring that guy to you. You don't have to force that. You don't have to say, well, I ain't dating nobody if that ain't what he looked like. You let the Lord decide that. You tell him that's the guy. And the reason why that's the guy is because he's going to help you be healthy. Because he's healthy. He knows what it's like. And what I've been teaching him, he's going to teach you. And you guys going to do it together because I have some work for you guys to do together. So when we looking at the type, look at what God says he wants you to have. It's like he told Samuel, I don't care nothing about what these dudes look like on the outside. Neither one of them have my heart. I want that one that's back out there, who I've been talking with, me and him, been going to war and dealing with some great stuff. That guy can handle whatever comes his way. You know why? Because I'm in him and he's in me.
I was going to say that. It's knowing the person in the spirit. Like you could have a type. You can have a big, broad-shouldered man who has no weight in the spirit, and you don't want a husband who holds no weight in the spirit. That's not going to get you anywhere. So yeah, don't be deceived by the external. Some people may say, like, if there's no attraction there, like there's no physical attraction there, then it's not it. Like, God wouldn't do that to you. It's not it. Like, walk away from that, because there has to be some kind of physical attraction there. I would say this: allow the Holy Spirit to lead you. Allow him to lead you. He's not trying to deceive you. He's not trying to take anything from you. He's not trying to bring you less, and he's certainly not trying to bring you into a place where you have to settle. He's leading you into a place of peace and rest and assurance and safety. And in Kevin, he was showing me it's not about the broad shoulders, Davina. Those broad shoulders, you had someone with broad shoulders, and every single day you woke up weaker and weaker. Why? Because he didn't have the weight in the spirit to take you or carry you. This guy right here, David, David right here,
AKA Kevin.
He may not look like what you was imagining, but he has weight in the spirit. When you need him, he'll be able to cover you. When you need him, when you need the covering, when you need the leadership, this is who I have for you. Why? Because he's in communication with me. This is who you need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was thinking, how one of the Davina's videos, since she was talking about how she was going on dating sites and stuff like that, and then she met with one of the guys or whatever, and she said his stomach came around the corner before him. Now, listen, and we talking about let the Lord lead you, let the Holy Spirit lead you to your type, right? Now, not talking about anybody on their physical stature, but you will know. And the Holy Spirit will let you know, no, that's not him. So that's when she's talking about that, knowing your type and letting the Holy Spirit lead you to that type. The Holy Spirit also would tell you that ain't him. Okay? Not saying that person or fellas saying that she's not the one. That doesn't mean that no one wants that person. It's just that's not the right person for you. That's not who I picked. Now, what if it is that person that the Holy Spirit said, yes, talk to that person. And the reason why, because I'm gonna bring you back to what I just said earlier, that he's gonna do something with the both of you. And what it looks like now may not look like later. And you also got to think about this. When you get older, the physical start diminishing anyway. It's the matter of the heart. It's the matter of what's inside. The physical dwindles away. I'm telling you, when you see these, you see how these muscular men and women looked in their days, but then when you see them in their older days, they don't look the same. So is that going to be the same person that you're going to love later on when all the stuff starts sagging and everything ain't tight like it used to be? Are you still going to be with that person? Are you still going to have that same love, that passion towards that person? And that's why it's so important to have the spiritual connection, to have that spirit weight going on. Because if you don't have that and it's all physical, that stuff fizzles away. So that means you telling me that I only liked you or loved you because how I saw you before? No. I'm looking at what's going on the inside in your relationship with my Father, because our spirit's going to have to connect. And if the spirit ain't connecting, there is no connection. If we talking about being Christian and having a godly union, a godly marriage, family, man, the interruptions is getting a little ridiculous, aren't they? But it's okay, because we need you to subscribe, like, and share. You just go ahead and push the button. It's all right.
And don't forget to comment.
We want to make sure that our spirits are connecting. That way, that physical don't really, the Lord redeems that already. The Holy Spirit gonna redeem that physicalness. He's gonna open your eyes to how the Lord sees. Remember I said in the last video I said, ask the Lord how he sees. And when you do that, that physicality, outside appearance start disappearing, and you start seeing how the Lord looks at the heart.
Yeah. So ladies, don't allow your type to stop you from receiving what God has for you. Give God a chance to reveal to you who and what he has, because what he has for you is outstanding, and the enemy will do everything to try and shortchange you into thinking something that has no eternal value is of most importance, and it's just not true. It's just not true.
Yeah. So what we do now, Lord, you show me what you see and how you see. And I'm going to listen to what you say. I'm going off your type.